So, for those of you who are an everyday entrepreneur, you have to think like a strategist as well as a problem solver. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, how is the economics and everything going on in the economy going to affect you and your business? Now, let's think about this theoretically, right? We have one thing happening in the Middle East, and then we have another thing happening up with Ukraine. And then, of course, we have the presidential elections. And then from there, well, we have all the chaos and turmoil of everybody within. So, think of fighting the battle within, right? Because if you want to destroy an enemy, you destroy them from within first. Then from there, you can go ahead and take advantage of them because they have dwindled resources. Meaning, we have supplied Ukraine, we have supplied a lot of other places. We have already shown a flaw with Microsoft and how they're able to go down and how long it takes for them to actually reboot the companies and the computers that they shut down around the world. Now, with that time frame, you can also do things like, I don't know, an EMP, so on and so forth, because you don't have the backup systems now operating because the computers are down. That's both on Microsoft and Apple side. Then from there, I mean, if a simple EMP can take out the rest of the electronics, there goes your communication. Now you're working in a 2D world and you're stuck with no calculators, no electronics, no AI and everything else if you don't have a backup power source to go ahead and help you along the way. Now, how do you mitigate this risk? Well, one of the things you can do to mitigate this risk is take advantage of AI now to prepare for it. Tell AI to become a collective mind of the greatest problem solvers out there, and then its job is to help you solve difficult problems around the world. If this video has helped you at all, go ahead and smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and details like this on how you can utilize not only AI, but look and peek around corners as an everyday entrepreneur so that you too can go ahead and not only be successful, but thrive, unlike some of the business and my own that did not thrive during things like COVID-19 due to the fact that there are no books that actually give in detail how to survive during a pandemic. So there's a book idea for you. If you are an entrepreneur and you're into writing and typing and all that, you can write a book on how to survive during a pandemic when you're running multiple businesses at once so that you can give a perspective and perception to people of how to survive in the small business world as the corporations do during times of crisis. Now, moving forward, what does this do for other things like the legal department, for the justice system, so on and so forth? Think about this. Imagine if the FBI, cops, so on and so forth didn't have radio communication. How would they get in contact with each other? How would they communicate? How would they rally? How would they do other things and carry out their day-to-day jobs, especially if their Microsoft laptops are down or their Apple laptops are not working, so on and so forth. So you have to think outside of the box, especially with the different forms of communication, on how to survive. Now, when it comes to business, you want to go ahead and have AI create what's known as a standard operating procedure, or take you through the exercise that's designed by Tim Ferriss called a fear setting exercise. You're going to make a list of 3 columns. The first column is going to be everything that could possibly go wrong. The second column is everything that could possibly done to prevent the things happening from going bad or sideways, so on and so forth. And then the last column is to recover. How will you go ahead and rebuild and recover if any of these bad things were to occur? This would be somewhat of a hazardous SOP just in case things get a little bit too crazy for you and your business, or for the safety and security of whatever job it is that you have. Myself being former military, I think a little bit differently from all perspectives, and this helps me get a competitive advantage in the business world. So don't forget, if this video helped you, don't forget to smash that like button and think outside of the box. And if you have any questions, leave them down below or comments. I love to read them. And if you have any negative comments, I'm sorry that you took the time out of your day to leave a negative comment, because your brain can only focus on the negativity instead of seeing the positivity on how someone is trying to help you. Anyways, take care. Mike City out.